Hello there and welcome. I know it's a nice early one. It's Crisandro, of course, and just got into work. And as you can see, I'm still kind of a little bit on the fluey side, but that wasn't too bad, wasn't it? I couldn't do a an aftermath video at the end of that. I couldn't because I wanted to try and make it home in time, but as it was, um, because you know how crazy White Hart Lane Station gets, and because I'm a bit dumb and I've got a bit of an illness, I can't seem to think straight. So I didn't do the walk down to Seven Sisters or to Tottenham Hale. I decided to try and do the crazy thing of getting the train to Silver Street and then trying to double back. But in the end, because the train to Silver Street was a bit on the late side, it was impossible, very impossible. So yeah, so in the end, I ended up kind of like missing the last train home. So I had to get as far as Surrey and then get a taxi back, which cost me bare pennies, man. But in the end, it was just in the end, I didn't really mind too much. It was a good win in the end, wasn't it? And well, I say a good win. It would have been a lot better if it wasn't for those individual mistakes. But I mean, that's by the by, really. That's really by the by. It was basically just a case of when we raced into a 3-0 lead, it was utterly deserved. We played the better football. We played the, we kept it on Manchester United. We just did not let them out of our sights. And then, of course, well, I mean, you had to give props to us to Solanke for his 2 goals, and he's really settling into the side, as you can tell, and that's quite good. That's quite good, really. That's you know, it's to be expected, really. I mean, you did need a betting in period. Yeah, sure. He came from another English club to an English club, but still, you need a betting in period. It's a different style of system, different type of play, different everything. So, I'm happy for him and his 2 goals. What we do need to brush up on is the fact that, especially in Forster's case, the issues he had from trying to play out from the back, and I know that that's going to mean a lot of people going to jump on that and say that is a big issue and whatnot. That really wasn't an issue. The issue in his case was timing, and yeah, basically the fact that I don't know if that's under instruction or whether that's just how he does it, but to hold onto the ball that long and then try and play it out when really, well, especially on the second error that he made, where he could have played it out to Dragonfleen. Instead, he held onto it so long that who was it? Was it Jallo that came in and slid in, just literally slid in the pass and then ricocheted off him into the net. I think that's what happened. If I remember right, I was that annoyed that I couldn't quite see who scored their goal. But if he had played it quicker, if he played it earlier, then that issue would not happen. But I know that he was under kind of like under pressure from the first error, and that first error was a bit dumb, wasn't it? It was a case of lack of communication. Basically, he plays the ball out to a defender who's not looking. He doesn't let the defender know that he's passed it to him. And so when the defender turns around, I think that was Dragonfleen as well at that point, when the defender turns around and sees that the ball's just coming to him, he has no time to react. And then, of course, Manchester United capitalised. So, and the weird thing was, about a minute ago, he made a spectacular save. A brilliant save. That was goal bound and going in, and we all congratulated him. And I was like cussing out everyone who's been on his back. And then a minute later, he does that. Absolute craziness. But in the end, it didn't prove to be costly for us, didn't it? Because well, Sonny did get his goal. I'm still not quite sure how he got that goal. I don't know if he was actually playing for that goal, straight in from the corner, but it was a high enough corner, and we don't really have anyone who attacks the back post like that. So maybe he was going for a goal. Who knows? Only Sonny will know, and only Sonny's capable of executing a shot like that. But yeah, in the end, it didn't prove to be costly. I did get a goal back from a corner. Just as somebody was saying that, they would trust Forster with corners. I don't think there was too much of it. Yeah, I suppose it probably was his error, really. So, literally all of Manchester United's goals were down to individual errors, and only one individual caused those errors. That has to be said. But he's been very good for us, been brilliant for us this season. So we can't really start laying the law down on him. I know that many people will, but that is something that will need to be addressed and will need to be stamped down. He needs to speak to his trainers and try and get that out of his head in time for the Liverpool game this Sunday. And it's weird that we play Liverpool this Sunday because the draw, as you would have seen, means that in the semi-final we take on Liverpool over 2 legs. And I mean, we saw Liverpool put out a kind of like not a makeshift team or a weakened side, but they rested a few players against Southampton in the previous round, and they managed to win 2-1. And they looked, although it was a close scoreline, they looked in control. So I imagine if we don't get enough players back between now and the semi-final should be in mid-January, that'll be the first leg, and the second leg is always usually around my birthday. But at that point, I think it's kind of we're playing Hoffenheim around then, so it might be the week after that. So it could be a case of 2 sides that have like not weakened sides, but rested players going into that semi-final. So it'll be interesting to see what team they'll put out, and it'll be interesting to see what team we put out. But we've been doing very well with kind of like a makeshift defence, with a makeshift everything really, and hopefully we'll have a few players back in time, because we have to take this cup seriously. Now that we're in the semi-finals, we have to take it seriously. And very proud to be there, of course, as you can imagine. And yeah, if and for our manager, if he does manage to get us over the line in this season, this particular trophy, he'll shut a lot of the doubters up, and who knows what can happen. But we have to get over that line. Liverpool next up next month, so we shall see. But yeah, it was a game of it was an intriguing game where we scored some really good goals, especially Sonny's goal at the very end, and we let in some really daft ones. Manchester United had to work hard for that. Then it would have hurt a little bit better, but I do feel a little bit miffed that we have just kind of let them back into it, and that's the annoying bit, that all their goals came from individual mistakes. That's where we have to iron things out. That's where we have to try and work on now for the next few days before the Liverpool game in the league. But yeah, interesting. I enjoyed it. The ride back might not have been the best, and might have been an expensive road back for me, but in the end, still rode back with a smile on my face. That's the main thing. But anyway, thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I know there'll be a few comments about that are going to be kind of mixed, really. I can imagine what they're going to be like already. It was kind of a mixed bag in the group, so I can imagine it'll be a mixed bag on here as well. But let me know, semi-final, what you're thinking. The other semi-final was Arsenal versus Newcastle. So for a lot of the Spurs fans, there is a dream of Arsenal versus Spurs in the League Cup final. I don't care about that. What I care about is getting through to the final, and then whoever we play in the final, that we take them to the sword, because it's been a long time since we scored in the final. But it's been a while since we did well in the semi-final as well, So we have to try and focus one game at a time, and Liverpool's going to be a tough task, especially when we have to go away to Anfield in the second leg. But if we do get through that, then if we get past them, man, and either Arsenal or Newcastle in the final, I couldn't care less who it was. Odds are that especially when Newcastle kind of controlled their quarterfinal against Brentford, they did very well. But then Brentford didn't travel too well away from home. Arsenal, they had a mixed bag against Crystal Palace. If Palace didn't sub their main threats when they were 1-0 up at that point, then who knows if they could have held on. Who knows? But that's just by the by, because Arsenal went through. So well done to them. So we shall see. We shall see what's occurring. But yeah, I cannot wait. And then next month, while we've got the semi-finals going on. We've got the FA Cup to contend with as well. So, you know, it's all looking good. It's all looking good at the moment. And yeah, I cannot wait. Things are flying right now. Like I said, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's get everyone talking about it. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Well, they're just 2 games away from Wembley as it stands, but we are heading in the right direction. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs. And you all take care.